Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today, we are going to check out a clip of The Warning performing with Billy Idol and Steven Stevens. Probably many of you have already seen the clip. It was appreciation of Latin music. They perform La Bamba together, but it also becomes Twist and Shout at the same time. This was a Latin Grammys event, so that's a big deal. So this broadcast on CBS. So The Warning finally got a nice big audience that maybe isn't a standard rock audience or people that would know them. You know, this is pretty mainstream. A lot of people watched. So it was a feather in the cap, I would say. So we're looking forward to checking this out. We've been hearing about it for a couple months now. And we did see Danny play with Billy later on, a version of Dancing with Myself in Mexico City in front of a huge audience. Adrian, what do you think?
I remember seeing the song that The Warning did with Billy Idol, and that was quite something. That was Billy Idol's birthday?
Yeah, he turned 70.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So we've been hearing about this for a while. We are stoked to take a look at it.
Tonight we reignite that fire with a rock band from Mexico joined by two icons. Make some noise for The Warning with Billy Idol and Steve Stevens.
Coming up.
A lot of stuff to talk about in that one.
Oh, they all rocked. Everyone in The Warning and Steve Stevens and Billy Idol.
Yeah, so this thing started off with an interesting chord progression. I mean, the chords themselves were the same, but the way that they were played was very different for that first verse. And it sounds to me like the Warning probably did that arrangement themselves. So it did vary quite a bit from the original, but it had the feel, just little changes that maybe the ear wouldn't catch the first time necessarily, or maybe it wouldn't register, but it was a different arrangement than we are used to. So just kudos to the band for that, lest we forget about that one. I noticed that they were singing in a key that was definitely low for Danny, but that's because Billy was going to come along and sing Twist and Shout on top of La Bamba. He was going to do this mashup, and he was going to take the high register, and that's where you do a little negotiating, for the right. Because I think it would actually sound better with Danny singing it higher, but it sounded great anyway. For what they were doing, it was the right thing to do. But yeah, I think that if the Warning were to do that song on their own, it would sound different. It would be in a different key. Steve Stevens came out there and started wailing. And that's where not having to plug something in really comes in handy. When you're holding a guitar and you're coming in the middle of a song, you can just have your pedal board sitting there waiting for you. And you can just stroll out with your guitar and you're automatically ready to go. No mucky muck. You're already in the band, so that's cool. I thought that was neat. Billy sounded great. As soon as he walked out, I noticed he was trying to get eye contact with Danny, maybe just to acknowledge, like, hey, thanks for having me come out, on stage. But she was fully engrossed in what she was playing and making sure she was getting it right. So she was probably a little nervous, it would be my guess. This is before they got invited to, or before she got invited to perform at Billy's show in Mexico City on Dancing with Myself. And actually, I'm not sure if Billy himself was involved in that or not, or if it was a complete surprise to him at the time, as the rest of the birthday celebration was, where they came out with the mariachi band and everything. So he was trying it. It didn't work out. That's okay. Everybody's a professional. He just went right into it. He killed it. His voice sounds fantastic, I think. He really does sound on top of his game right now. Pau didn't have a headset mic. They actually had her on a mic off to the side. So it just went like this, shake it up, baby, or whatever she was singing, at the time. So that was new. I've never seen Pau without a headset.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that. Now that you mention it.
And, man, what huge lapels she had, too. Like these things coming down like this, like, whoa.
Those are obscenely big lapels. I mean, even by 1970s standards or something.
Yeah. Yep. Well, this is a big award show that is celebrating, a history right there, because just before this, they talked a little bit about Ritchie Valens, who wrote the song, and he also went down in the airplane that took Buddy Holly. He was on board.
Oh,
remember? It was him, Buddy Holly, and the Big Bopper of Chantilly Lace fame. So Day the Music died and all that. So Ritchie Valens, I think he was only 17 years old when he died too. Worth noting. And the song has just increased in stature ever since. Like Los Lobos did it and won a Grammy in the 80s. There was the movie. I think that was connected to the movie, come to think of it. So yeah, a lot of history with that song. And it's interesting to see the Warning sing something that's actually a very conventional Latin longtime classic hit song. So that was cool. Just a lot to really appreciate about what was going on there.
Yeah, I envy each one of them for getting to share the stage with the others.
Yeah, right. It did look like the Warning kind of had on their wah-wah outfits, Las Wah-Wah's outfits for the most part. There may have been little differences. I think there were some little differences, but for the most part, it was kind of the same presentation, which I found amusing, the same as the wedding band that they performed as in the Que Mas Quieres video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, and they also made an appearance at Auditorio Nacional. Very cool to see that. Boy, what a year for the Warning.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, top to bottom, a lot going on there. Looking forward to finding out what the new music sounds like. I'm expecting we're going to hear something fairly soon. Meanwhile, it's just great to see the Warning, too, also participating in this historic event, essentially, when you're talking about the history of music, and they're bringing that. That's always cool. So these songs, they're 65 years old now, and they're both classics. So it's great to see the Warning playing songs that are probably older than their parents. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're older than their parents. So that's really cool.
History buffs.
Well, yeah, being part of history, bringing it, you know. All right, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this, what your general impressions were on the whole thing, and what your hopes and dreams are for this year, this coming year with the warning. List them below for us, because we'd love to hear what's on your mind. And of course, give your thoughts on this. And if you have other suggestions for us, leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.